Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN, joined by IGN UK's Gav Murphy. The families are uniting from across the Atlantic.
I know, right?
All for Star Wars Battlefront.
Exactly. If it's going to be a good one for us to do first together, it's got to be a big one.
Let's do it. We're here at E3 2015, and this is the long awaited gameplay reveal of Battlefront. So, Gav, tell me what your initial thoughts were when seeing this.
I think because it came right at the end of the EA conference, I was just relieved that they showed something so good, because we had to sit through so much sports and just odd stuff, and you knew Star Wars was coming, and it really had to be something big. And to be honest, it just chucks you straight in the middle of the action. You check it out, you can see like all the sort of characters you recognize, and you see, you know, obviously we're on Hoth as well, so which seems really familiar because we've been here so many times, but it doesn't matter, to be honest, because look at it.
Yeah, I mean, they do a really good job of making you feel the sense of scale going on in this battle.
I mean, look at that.
That's probably the best. That's my favorite shot in the trailer right there, is just when you look up at the walker.
Yeah. I mean, I played quite a lot of Battlefield Hardline, so it seems like they're bringing... Because Battlefield Hardline, everything's quite close together, and the action happens really close together.
Yeah.
And it really feels like they've learned from that, you know, rather than have it this really huge, massive scale where things are getting lost. You really feel like you're in the action, like right in the middle of things.
So I want to give my one piece of criticism to this entire demo before we get back to slobbering all over how really cool it was. For me, having the number candy pop up on the screen anytime you shoot something just pulls me out of it, and I hope I can turn it off. That's all I want. It can still be there if you just give me an option to turn it off. That is all I'm hoping for.
So you mean like you don't like your sort of like points and things coming up?
Well, just when you kill someone, it's like plus 30 hero points. Like, I don't need that.
That is good.
It's not Star Wars to me.
There's no way
right there. Look at that. Enemy
off.
Defeated, partner avenged. Like, I don't need that.
I don't think that's getting turned off, though, just to warn you.
Well, wouldn't it be easy to put it in the menu? But in any case, boom. This is where we get back to things being cool.
Yeah, I can kind of see what you mean there, because that cool thing happens. Then my eyes are immediately drawn to the numbers down the bottom. It's just like, okay, I don't really get that.
That's all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah.
But look at that. I mean, visually, this looks fantastic.
Yeah.
This is... I presume this will be a 30 frames per second game, but as long as it's a steady 30 and it looks like this, nobody's going to be complaining.
So we're now switching from the Rebels to the Empire point of view, and they are kicking ass.
And you've got your classic John Williams score here, as you well should.
Yeah. I mean, I think like Battlefield, DICE are really good with how they do dynamic sort of like music and things like that.
Yeah.
And it really, like, imagine dynamic music, but it's Star Wars music. That's pretty amazing.
Oh, I love the first-person cockpit view on this.
Yeah.
This makes me so happy.
There was a lot of sort of criticism with people at the beginning, people thinking that they're not going to be able to jump into different sort of ships and things like that. But, I mean, this looks amazing. I know it's not in space. It's technically on the ground, I guess. But still, I mean, you're still flying around in amazing ships that you recognize from the movies. That's okay.
And, of course, it wouldn't be Hoth without a cable.
Yeah.
To tie around the AT-AT's legs, bring it down, boom.
That looks so good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine the clans and groups of teammates that are going to come together to get real good at this game.
Imagine as well, like you're flying around with your team buddies and stuff. You're actually flying in formation and things like that. Like the level of detail and the level of control you guys are going to have to work so hard together to be able to, like, actually take down different guys.
Yeah, watching this makes you forget all about the fact that there's no proper single-player campaign in this game, because this does look like just a pure, sort of the Star Wars multiplayer experience we've been waiting a long time for. You know, Battlefront 1 and 2 were solid, but they were 2 generations ago now.
Exactly, yeah. And I also think it wouldn't really work as a single-player thing, because you're going to need to communicate with people, and you're going to need to be sending off your buddies one way while you run another way and things like that. It needs to be multiplayer in that respect.
And here, satisfying fans, you can switch back and forth between first person and third person, and everybody's got a jetpack, which will help getting around the level much quicker. Haha. Shield saves us.
Here we go. So this was, I mean, everyone in our war room just lost it when this happened.
This was the moment. No! Luke.
Isn't he cold? He's got to be pretty cold.
Midi-chlorians keep him warm. Keep him warm, Pav.
Yeah, midi-chlorians and a turtleneck.
The turtleneck is actually to keep him from getting force choked.
Yeah.
Well, this is Star Wars Battlefront. Just great to finally see it. It's coming sooner than we think. Can't wait to see more for much more. 40-player hands-on happening this week at E3. We'll have those hands-on impressions for you on IGN, so stay tuned.